says their son was killed in a lawnmower accident that shouldn't have happened.
And the Occupational Safety and Health Administration agrees, fining Boys Town for that accident.
It's one of 2 lawnmower deaths recently that sparked a nationwide safety memo from OSHA to employers. KETV Investigates Sarah Feely spoke with the family and OSHA about what happened.
1997.
February 1st.
That's the day Doug and Vicki Henry's life changed forever. The day their first child, Everett, was born.
He went to Loveland Elementary and then Westside Junior and Senior.
Then off to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln on a Regents scholarship until another life-changing day, the day Doug was diagnosed with cancer.
Everett came back and he finished his associate's degree in horticulture at Metro, the Fort Omaha campus.
From there, Everett Henry's love of trees grew. He earned his arborist license, both state and international certifications. That blossomed into the pursuit of more. The Henrys say Everett was taking urban forestry courses through Oregon State while working full-time at Boys Town, beginning in 2018.
He was in the grounds department and he mowed, they cleaned up when there was tree damage. They did all sorts of stuff around campus, and he was also part of the arborist team.
Everett's job at Boys Town would bring another life-changing day to the Henry family.
I heard the sirens.
Vicki Henry felt something was off. She also works on the Boys Town campus. Later, she learned her 25-year-old son had been killed while mowing near the headquarters building nearby.
Somehow his mower went into the lake. And as far as we know, he was strapped in and he couldn't get out. And the mower fell on him and crushed him and drowned him.
Everett's family says it was half an hour before anyone found him.
He didn't usually mow that area, and I know that they mowed it. I know, like I said, there's no guardrails.
Everett's death on September 9th, 2022 led to a federal Department of Labor investigation. OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, cited Boys Town for a serious violation. Investigators found Boys Town failed to, quote, protect employees from drowning and crushing hazards associated with the rollover of a riding lawnmower, end quote, while operating that specific type of zero-turn lawnmower on, quote, inclines of greater than 15 degrees adjacent to a lake, end quote. OSHA also found Boys Town was operating the mower against the manufacturer's recommendation of a less than 15-degree slope.
These are not uncommon to us. What we find is that many times the employer hasn't ensured that they've looked at the manuals that are used to operate this equipment.
4 days later, a worker in Missouri died when a mower overturned and crushed him. That prompted OSHA to issue a nationwide advisory urging employers to train workers on the hazards they face with riding mowers.
Many times we talk about our priorities, safety's number one, safety's paramount, but their actions don't always parallel what they say is a priority. So we want their actions to mirror their words with the employers.
OSHA reports that as of last September, 35 workers nationwide had been killed in rollover mower incidents since the fall of 2019.
The riding lawnmower, all the newer ones have rollover protection, but it's only effective if it's in the upright position. And we find that sometimes they're not enforcing that rule.
In its citation, OSHA said corrective measures for Boys Town included implementation of a written lawn mowing training program, a hazard assessment, and signage identifying hazardous areas. Boys Town also paid a $9,000 penalty.
Everett deserves more.
Boys Town declined our repeated requests for an interview for this report, but shortly before our deadline provided us a statement calling Everett Henry a beloved employee.
Boys Town said, quote, "We were heartbroken by his death. A memorial was planned with his family and has been placed on campus to honor his life and service to our organization." End quote. Boys Town said it cooperated fully with OSHA investigators. Under the OSHA settlement, Boys Town now has a serious violation on its record, but the Henry family says their pain runs deeper than any investigation or penalty. Vicki Henry still works on the Boys Town campus.
Every Friday, I go through it again. I live it every Friday. every day, but every Friday.
The Henry family says they're grateful for some accountability and plan to live out Everett's legacy that he wrote in his own words, not knowing that text message would come to mean so much. There are a few things that can solve almost all problems and put things into perspective. That is nature, the outdoors, the tower at Platt, and spending time with the people I love.
Be kind to the environment, plant some trees, and definitely be safe with whatever you're doing.
Sarah Feely, KETV, Newswatch 7.